Oh God, that's not good. Every time I have to reshape this damn window. Might go and grab a drink. That might be a good shout. TF Nerd, I will be back in 2 seconds. I've technically started the stream early, so I can go and grab a drink pre 9 o'clock. That's what I'm doing. How was it staring at the wall and the bookcase? Oh wow, okay, that was close. A little bit close there for my liking. Oh, oh, hail Trump! Yeah, that thing, that little incident that happened in the week. Yeah. I have no idea how we've come to this point in humanity, but my word, we have, and it's quite a terrifying future, let's be honest. I've got my views on it. I actually got to Wednesday and I was at work and I just sort of like, I was just doing my thing and then it just struck me. I was like, he could actually, by whatever day, he could become the president of the United States. He could actually do that. Can you imagine living in that world where he is that? And I was like, I mean, I'm not really like, if I lived in America, I wouldn't have voted because I wasn't too massive fan on either. But if I had to pick, I would have gone towards Hillary. But I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. It's quite a scary future. I think, all right, if we get to 4 years and he's done an all right job, I'll hold my hands up. And I'm sure, well, I'd like to think a few people will hold their hands up, but I think the fact that you have to, the facts that he's a reality TV star and he has no political experience. So that's, for me, that's quite a massive part, regardless of what you think about his policies and all that, just right down to the core. That's like Alan Sugar here going for the role of Prime Minister. You know, he's not, I wouldn't say Alan Sugar's he's more a businessman than a reality TV star, but he still has his show, The Apprentice. So it is what it is. It's happened. It's like the Brexit thing for us. It's happened. It might not necessarily be what you want, but you've got to deal with it now. And I don't know. It's one of those things where you just have to sort of look at it and go, I'm not sure if this is the right decision right now. We'll have to see. And if it goes wrong, that's how people are going to find out. And that's really crap, but that's the way it is. So we're not going to talk much about the election. That's all we're going to talk about. That's why I started it early. because I've just thought of that. We started it early just to get the election chat out the way, and now we're done. 9 o'clock. Now the official stream starts. Hello, Duck King. TF Nerd, hello. How are you? How is your guys' weekend going? Orange squash. It's a rethink my life. What is going on with the world? My friend. Good. Mine is going here and there. I have quite a, I wouldn't say it's hilarious, but it's a story. So I'm just going to say it because why not? So last year, November, I went and got my hair cut. I like to go and get my hair cut sort of around November, December, get it done so it gets me through to the new year. And that's what I did. I do that most years. And you know, you just get, for me, like, just to get, because you know all the shops are shutting around Christmas and New Year's and stuff. And you know, it's quite hard, you know, especially if you get in that 3-week period where all the shops are shut. It's hard to, and you really need to get your hair cut. It's quite difficult to try and get that done unless you know someone who's a barber who can do it at home, or you do it yourself, whatever. So last year, November 2015, I went into the barber shop and I said to the woman, I was like, yeah, let's just have a bit more off the sides. You know, I'd like to keep the length on top if possible, but let's just tidy it up around the sides. Let's take the weight off all that. Something that I've asked loads of times, no problems. And then last year, the worst haircut I've ever had. She went on, I had 11 weeks hair on top, and she went on the side and the back with a blade 1. I was not happy. I got home and I actually had a look at it. I was effectively buzz cut around the side, 11 weeks hair on top. Horrific. I had the mick took out of me so much. The girl I was seeing at the time compared it to an iced gem. And if you don't know what they are, Google them. You will then get the reference. Hey there. Hello, man. How you doing? We're just trying to tell a funny story. So she compared me to an iced gem. Basically, they're a little biscuit, and then they've got this little bit of icing that goes like, whoo, like that on the top. That's what I look like. That's how the hair was. It was horrific, really bad. I hated it. Oh, it was horrible. I vowed never to have that ever again. If I vowed to just ask for my normal sort of haircut. I think I went in and said, can I just have short back and sides? And then she went in with a 1, and that was just me done. I was done. November 2016 crops up. Today, I go into the hairdressers and I say to the woman, what I had 4 weeks ago, by the way, I had a haircut, but I wasn't any different. I had the haircut, and I just said to the lady, I was like, can you just tidy it up on the sides? You know, take a bit of length, take a bit of weight there and there, because what happens with my hair is I get weight on there, and then I'll go to bed and wake up the next morning, and it will look like Wolverine. So that needs to be dealt with quite a bit. And so I went into last, like 4 weeks ago, and she did that, and it was amazing. You know, it was a perfect haircut. She got it spot on, nailed it, everything, loved it. And she says, you need to come in maybe 4 or 5 weeks, you know, just get it tidied up, kind of maintenance sort of thing. So I was like, oh, okay. Pop in today, you know, I think, oh, do you know what, I'll get this done. This will get me through till January, February, whenever I get it cut next. So I'll just ask for a little bit more, just a little bit. I'll just have a bit tidied up on the sides and stuff. And she goes in with a blade 3, and I was like, and she just went like that, and I looked down, and I saw the amount of hair, and I asked her, "Can you keep everything on top?" And immediately I was panicking. I was panicking because I thought it's November 2015 all over again. I'm having the same thing. I'm having no hair on the sides and then everything on the top. And I was freaking out inside. I mean, you're sitting there looking in the mirror like that, but inside I'm crying. I'm crying inside because I think, oh, I'm going back to that terrible hairstyle again. Freaking out inside. Thank you. Here's the money. I'm off. Bye. I'll see you next year. I get back, and do you know what? I've had a look at it, and I'm actually quite happy with it. I think it's nice. I had a blade 3 instead of a 1, which I had last time, which was horrific. But I think a 3 is quite nice. I'm very happy with it. So I'm very, very happy. What do you guys think of my new hairstyle? Because you know that I don't really talk about my hair much in streams. But let me know what you think. I think it's really good. She's nailed the fringe. That was not supposed to be innuendo. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. And that's that story then. Comments are filling up. Well, being single has its benefits, but hey, who am I to tell? I was never in a relationship. Well, we were sort of dating at the time. It was never a relationship. Have you heard that? But the funny thing was, because it was long distance, I had arranged to meet her that week that I had the haircut, and then and then I had the haircut, and I was like, "Oh, I've had something crop up this week. Can we do the week after, just to get a little bit of growth on the hair, so I didn't go there looking like that." Oh man, horrific. Have you heard the news about the Transformers trailer announcement? Yes, I have. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. I can make the Batman, Black Panther ears, or the Wolverine hair. Yeah, Wolverine hair is really easy for me once I get out of bed. It's just like bam, bam, done. Is the trailer coming out next week? I thought it was maybe late November or something. I can't remember. I don't think it's actually got a set date, but I heard it might be attached to Rogue One for IMAX. Or the 18th with Fantastic Beasts. So I don't think it's got a confirmation yet on which one, but we'll see. We'll see. Awesome. Probably IMAX. Yeah, I've got a feeling it all might be attached to Rogue One. Big film, so it's a good way to get the message out. Grant Gustben here, yes. Grant Gustben. Although, to be fair, this is kind of my own. Do you really think that looks more like Grant Gustin? Because I don't think it does, but I like it's like my own personal thing, and I think that's better, surely. I mean, let's not beat around the bush. Grant Gustin has amazing hair, but I think it's like my own little spin on it. So I'm going to try and get my torch out on my phone because you guys can't really see it that well. How's that? There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was Grant Gustin-esque. I mean, it's got a little bit of a hint towards it, but yeah, I don't know. It's quite. I wouldn't say it's like full on Grant Gustin. If anything, Grant Gustin will be asking me about how I did this. So. Hair looks really good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I know I've got good subscribers when they. I know I've got good subscribers when you guys are complimenting me on my hair. That's fan service right there. I don't need Patreon. I don't need one of them. I just need compliments about my hairstyle. It's cheaper for you. You don't have to pay me anything. Just pay me compliments about my hair. It's simple. So yeah, that's where we are. Maybe I heard that they released it 1 week after they got the rating. I know it did get the rating. It got the classification and the time stamp on it. But I don't know if it's got a confirmed date yet. I'm debating whether to put my glasses on or not. I might have to put them on in a bit if I keep squinting. So how's everyone's weekends going? I know a couple have already answered, but this is quite like weird because we haven't actually done a normal stream for a couple of weeks. The week before was the Halloween one. Last week was the firework one. If you didn't see the firework stream, go back and watch it. It was amazing. Really, somehow that didn't blow up in my face, quite literally, pun intended there. What's your feelings about Rogue One? Right, I'm going to sum up my feelings about Rogue One just so you guys know how excited I am for this movie. I think the two best films this year, in my opinion, are going to be Civil War and Rogue One. I am looking forward to Rogue One as much as I did look forward to Civil War. And we are doing a midnight release for it. So that would be pretty cool. I wonder if I can stream from my phone. That'd be really cool to do a live stream. Not obviously while the movie's airing, because that would be illegal. But if that was at all possible, I'm going to look into that. Can I live stream from my phone? Probably not, but it's worth a try, surely. I stream from my phone, I will be going out and about with live streams in the future. We'll be streaming on a Saturday afternoon. Is anyone watching Dragon Ball Super? Cannot wait for next week's episode. Today's episode or tomorrow's episode. I usually watch them on a Sunday, so I cannot wait for it. It's going to be so bloody amazing. What does that button do? Good. I saw my sister in Zurich. Oh, that's really cool. Doctor Strange was better than Civil War, in my opinion. First of all, Duck King, absolutely, you're entitled to your opinion. Don't let anyone. I'm sure you'll get a lot of people who will say, "Oh no, Civil War was better." In my opinion, Civil War was amazing, and I thought Civil War was better than Doctor Strange. But hey, man, that's your opinion, and that's fine. Doctor Strange was a very good movie. I thought it was a very solid movie, actually. For an origin film, I think it did a very good job as well. So yeah. I'm a huge Star Wars fan myself. Very good. Deadpool. Just Deadpool. Duck King, you from Switzerland? Duck King, are you in Switzerland? I always thought you were not too far from my neck of the woods in the Midlands. Or have I got that wrong? I hope I haven't got that wrong. So I'm just looking at my phone because I'm looking at the possibility of live streaming from it. That'd be really good. I'd love to. If I could live stream my phone, I would go to Toys R Us tomorrow and do a live stream from there. Ha! But I don't know if that's possible. I hope it is. That would be amazing if it's possible. Please let it be possible. It's kind of like Facebook Live, but on YouTube. Oh, wow. It's been a long day. That's the definition I use for like Facebook Live, but on YouTube. Hold on a second. This might be a case of having a crack after the stream, because it might not actually be possible while I'm streaming. But you never know. You never know. It says I'm streaming already, which is correct. Right. I'm going to do that in a bit. We might have to end up doing another stream after this stream just to test if it does work on my phone. We'll see. How does that sound? If I can get live streaming on my phone, connection as well. I stream out and about tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. Toys R Us might be closed. I don't even know what Transformers are on the shelves at the minute. Lugano. Where's Lugano? Or Lugano, sorry. What do you think about Tim Miller leaving Deadpool? It's a tough one. Look, the Deadpool film is an amazing film. It's one of my favourite films this year. But the thing is, Deadpool belongs more to Ryan Reynolds than it does to Tim Miller. So I think if they lost Ryan Reynolds, then it would be an absolute catastrophe. But it's not. It's just a director. Directors leave films all the time. And that's that. That's it. So it sucks because, like I said, the first movie was amazing, but you know, it is what it is. And if you think Deadpool 2 will live up to the hype, if the Deadpool 2 advertising campaign goes the same way, i.e., they do the exact same thing that they did previously to Deadpool 1, then the movie will be, because the advertising for the film was just as good as the film, because it was so funny. The advertising, the emojis, the prostate cancer or the testicle cancer or the testicular cancer thing that Ryan Reynolds did, and the breast cancer thing as well. You know, their marketing for that film is just the best marketing for a film I've ever seen for any film. Do you Lugano is in the south of Switzerland, the Italian-speaking part. You two are having your own little conversation. It's fun. Do you book tickets online when you go and see a movie, or do you buy tickets to the cinema? My friend books them, so he sorts all of that rigmarole out. I just give him the money and get the tickets. I think he does it online. I think, but I think he's going to go and do it in person. I think he's going to go and do it in person for Rogue One, but obviously we've got to do it first. You know, we're so hell bent on going for the midnight release of this film. It's important, you know. It's a big film. It's like the episode 7 screening was my first ever midnight release. So the fact that I loved the event of that, because it felt like such a fan event. It was just amazing. So if we could do that again, I really hope that it has that. I hope it has that hype, because obviously episode 7 was so long awaited and everything, and it had so much hype and everything behind it. I've not actually seen anything for Rogue One on the TV yet, so hopefully within the next 2 weeks or so, maybe TV spots start surfacing and stuff. So, but I'm not watching any more trailers. I'm not going to see any more trailers. I know that international one came out. I'm not going to watch anymore. I don't want to see anything like that. I want to go into that movie feeling surprised. It's like with Doctor Strange. I saw 3 trailers and that was it. So all the TV spots, the clips that came out, I don't watch them, because you ruin stuff for, you know, you like that thing, like there were scenes in Doctor Strange which I was like, oh my god, wow, that's awesome, and I was like, oh, people have already seen this in like a clip that was released online. So I'll see trailers. I'm not against trailers. Just give me the first 3. Teaser, theatrical, and then the second one that they released after that, and then that's me done. Super Bowl, sorry. So teaser, Super Bowl, theatrical, and maybe one featurette. Oh god. There's a weird thing going on with British TV at the minute. There is someone on the singing program who I have no idea how they've got as far as they have. Them tried to do a knee slide and completely ballsed it up. I remember when I saw Star Wars Episode 7, I met my maths teacher at the cinema. Wow, was that ducking? Was that awkward or was that really cool? Because that could have gone both ways. I saw a clip from Doctor Strange, Richard Hammond. It shows some cool action. Yeah, I think you're on about the hallway fight. That weird. Yeah, I didn't watch any of the clips. I don't really watch clips from movies. Like every now and then. I think I watched the one clip from Dark of the Moon where Sam went into Dylan's office and said it's like the Starship Enterprise sort of thing, but that was it. What are your 3 most anticipated movies for next year? Oh, there's so many movies coming out next year. Transformers is obviously up there. Is Spider-Man coming out next year? That's up there. And then it's a toss-up between Thor Ragnarok and Justice League and Spider-Man Homecoming. I think I've already said that. Guardians of the Galaxy, sorry. Yeah. There's so many good films coming out. Episode 8. I always forget about Episode 8, and that's just because it's around right in December. Don't forget, Assassin's Creed's coming out this year. Keep forgetting about that as well. TV is so cringy. I'm so looking forward to Transformers last night. I really cannot stress how much I'm looking forward to that movie. Oh god, TV's falling. Camera on my laptop. There we go. Sorry, I was getting a bit uncomfortable and crampy. Yeah, the Logan's coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm really looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's going to be an amazing thing. I hope they do a trilogy of that. It'd be a bit of a shame to just leave it on 2 films. Yeah, Assassin's Creed is a tough one for me because the games are amazing, and especially the first 2, and Assassin's Creed 2 was mind-blowingly amazing. Video game movies are tough to do. My best friend is a Warcraft fan, and he loved the Warcraft film, but it didn't get the audience that they probably intended, and it struggled. So video game movies are tough to do. I think because it's got Michael Fassbender in, it will do well. I think because it's a good franchise, like it's not like Need for Speed where it's one audience, or it's like Warcraft when it's one audience. Assassin's Creed is a well-known thing because it's been around for so long and stuff, and people just know what it is now. Like Warcraft's been around for a long time, but I only sort of really knew about it this year. Like I got into like what Warcraft is and what you do in it and stuff. So, but video games movies struggle because they're just renowned for being absolutely god awful films. They're usually very bad. Even a film about video games that's not actually based on video games, like Pixels, was terrible. So I'm looking forward to it. I am not getting excited though. I'm not going to get my expectations up. It looks good from what I've seen, but I'm staying at a very mediocre level because if I go any above that, I will end up getting disappointed. From what I've seen, it looks very like centered around the source material whilst doing their own spin with the Spanish Inquisition. They got what looked in the trailer like the Apple of Eden. It looked like they've got Abstergo nailed like spot on. Jeremy Irons looks like he's playing the I forgot his name, that evil guy from the first few games, the old guy. And Michael Fassbender's a wonderful actor, so it'll be interesting to see how they do it, because like I said, they're pinned to the source material, but they're also doing their own little take on it, which is good, because I think if they tried to do something from the games, like if they did Ezio's story or something, that's going to be very tough to do, or tough to do / tough to replicate, because Ezio's stuff was amazing. So yeah, like you, Duck King, I hope it isn't garbage. I really hope it is going to be the first proper decent video game movie, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough just because it's a video game movie. That's quite a bold claim, TF. I think Logan will be very good. I think it'll be very good. I think the R rating is only going to benefit it because it's Wolverine and he has claws. He needs to like make blood happen. So yeah, Logan's going to be a very wonderful film. It's going to be a very good film. It's going to be a very sad film as well. But it's going to be quite a somber film. It is going to be great. Is it going to be one of the best of all time? We wait to find out. What song do you want to hear in the Guardians? It's got, oh wow, yeah, but I love retro songs as well. Like that Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack just was amazing. Like not only because it introduced me to old songs that I'd not heard, but it had songs in there that I loved, like Spirit in the Sky. David Bowie, Moon Age Daydream. I think that's the one. It's just amazing songs in it. What do I want to hear in the new one? It depends, really. It depends what era, because if they're changing the era, then if they're sticking to the same era, then it's limited. But I don't know. I'd like to maybe hear some Stevie Wonder. I love, or Lionel Richie maybe. That would be really cool. Hello. So, I don't know. Stevie Wonder, Lionel Richie maybe. I mean, I grew up in the 90s, so I had like Backstreet Boys and Five and those sorts of things going on. When boy bands were actually a popular thing. So we'll see. I'm very looking forward to it though. It's going to be an amazing soundtrack. My favorite AC game is Black Flag. My favorite, it's a toss-up between the first one and the second. I love both. I think the second one, one of the best games out of the entire franchise. But the first one kind of had the magic that it was the original one, and then like how it ended as well was very like it made you think, because I think spoilers if you haven't played the game, Assassin's Creed 1. It's been out nearly 10 years. You're back in the lab after everything, and your eagle vision kicks in, and then inside where you've been sleeping, and you see all this stuff, like it looks like blood splattered on the walls, but you can only see it with eagle vision. And there's the date 21 12 12 or 12 21 12, something like that. And obviously that's the end of the world dates from the Mayan calendar in 2012. So and I was like, oh, how are they going to link it to that and stuff? And then there was like drawings on the floor and the ceiling, and there was like a big thing in the middle, and then the game ended. So it was really, it made you think, and it had quite a psychological impact, which was really cool. I get a sad street level, like personal story vibe from It's not the typical city destruction and meaningless action stuff. Yeah, yeah, definitely. But Logan's going to be a very different film from the X-Men films we know. It's going to be very different from the Wolverine films that we know. It's going to be somber. I think that's the most tone I got from the trailer was it's somber, it's sad. It's the end of an era. Hugh Jackman's been Wolverine throughout my entire childhood to manhood. He's been Wolverine for me. He is Wolverine. Like Tony Stark, like Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, and like the fact that he's hanging the claws up is really sad. I wish it obviously. I wish you carry on. I think what everyone wants is Hugh Jackman in a Deadpool film or vice versa. But I don't think Deadpool's going to pop up in Logan unless the only way Deadpool's going to pop up in Logan is if the film ends on a high note, like a very happy high note, like we're all going into the sunset and then Deadpool comes out of nowhere. That's the only way I can see that happening. And I don't think the film's going to end that way. I think it's going to be such a sad film, man. It's going to be very sad. The trailers just made me feel sad. Do you like John Turturro's character in Transformers? I didn't at first, and second film in, I did. I really like it, especially in Dark of the Moon. I really liked his character in Dark of the Moon. I mean, in the first one, he kind of was the asshole. He had to, that was his part. But obviously, then he sort of became on the side of like Sam and stuff. And then second one, like he was, for me, he was the comedy aspect, and then third one, he had some funny moments, but I think he was he was quite a cool character in Dark of the Moon. So I'm very looking forward to seeing him in the next film. So I think Hugh Jackman does the same thing Ron Reynolds did for Deadpool. This movie was the last time playing. Yeah, it's going to be a very personal film. I think the Wolverine was based on obviously the Silver Samurai story. It's an alright film, but it's not like a mind-blowingly amazing film. It happened and that was it. Nothing spectacular. I was quite disappointed with the Silver Samurai as well, to be honest, because the Silver Samurai should not have been a weird robot with a man inside, an old man inside. So I felt it's a shame because the movie's based off I know the film was based off Wolverine in Japan, which they did, but the Silver Samurai thing didn't really kick into the last act, and that's where that film kind of fell apart. So it's an alright film, but I think this is going to be the best out of the Wolverine films, and let's be honest, they're not like mine. That's not like a tough one to try and be best at. Origins is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's a terrible film. I think the thing that annoys me the most about Origins, apart from 1,000 things, it's the real crap effects. Like they're really bad effects in that scene where the mutants have all been saved and then they're all running to a very CG fake looking Patrick Stewart standing there with a helicopter, and they've run into a green screen. They're just running towards a green screen. There was no attempt at even like making that forest look real, or even the helicopter or anything. They might as well have stuck a picture of a bloody forest there, like an actual physical picture. Oh god, that film annoys me. Oh, the terrible film, terrible. And don't even get me started on that Deadpool. That wasn't even Deadpool. That wasn't Deadpool. That was an insult. Oh god. The Blob. What's his name? Will.i.am was in that film. Will.i.am. was in that film. Charlie from Lost was in the film. The best thing about that film was Ryan Reynolds as Wade. Agent Zero was pretty cool. I'll give you that. Agent Zero was pretty cool. But I just don't think... Look, I like the X-Men films. I love First Class. First Class is one of my favourite films. Days of Future Past, I have consistently called that film a masterpiece. That film is a masterpiece. I love Days of Future Past so much. I think they made a difference to the comic book story, but did it spot on. That's a very difficult story to bring onto the big screen, and they did it. Days of Future Past, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Apocalypse was not that great. X-Men Apocalypse was not a great film. It was an all right film. It was not bad, but it didn't blow me away like Days of Future Past did, and I felt quite disappointed at that. Especially looking forward to Apocalypse for nearly a year. Nearly 2 years since that post-credit scene. So the fact that it was a bit of a letdown. Yeah. So X-Men 1 was a great film. X-Men 2 or X-Men United was a very good film. I love that film as well. It's such a good film, and it ended like on a bit of a cliffhanger as well. So that was very good. And The Last Stand is not a good film. Like they did a really bad take on the Dark Phoenix saga, but it's not a great film. I do like majority of the X-Men films, but all I will say is if Marvel got the rights, I don't think I'd cry. Same with the Fantastic Four. Well, I'm not even going to talk about that Fantastic Four film. I'll talk about the ones with Chris Evans in. I won't talk about that, whatever that thing was that got released like last year or the year before. And I actually had faith in that movie at one point. I was like one of the rare people that was saying, the trailers look good. Enjoy the movie. Go and see it. It looks good. Oh, my hands are right now. I was wrong. That film was terrible. Doctor Doom in that film looked like a monster from Doctor Who in the 60s. It just looks awful. It's not Doctor Doom. And it's a shame because Toby Kebbell is an amazing actor. He got really crapped on with that role. The emotional movies are the best. Days of Future Past was emotional, and if Logan's on par with Days of Future Past, then it's going to be amazing. Speed, hello man, how you doing? I think the fact, like I said, the fact that Logan is an R-rated film is it can only benefit from it because they can do more gritty action. We saw a hint of the R-rated action in Apocalypse when Wolverine had his 2-second cameo. So more of that, please. We've seen it in the trailers, with a guy who gets the claws coming through his head. That was awesome. So yeah, really looking forward to Logan. But like I said, it's going to be really sad. It's going to be so sad. I don't know why I'm sounding so happy about that, but it's going to be a sad film. I kind of want Fox to keep the rights a little longer, so at least DC gets the EU on track. I don't know. I think the sooner the better, really. That's just my opinion. I think the sooner they can go over, the better. I think if they had choice on time, don't do it till after Infinity War now. I know, obviously, it's the X-Men are quite a part of the Infinity storyline in the comics, but I think there's so much set in stone at the minute. There's so much still to go in terms of Phase 3 and the whole Infinity War film and stuff, and Thanos. It would just be silly to just bring these guys in. I mean, they did it with Spider-Man, and they've had to bunk a few films back a bit, like Black Panther and stuff, to fit Spider-Man in, which is fine because everyone loves Spider-Man. But I think with bringing the X-Men in, if they had choice, just do it for Phase 4, because it's not a phase that's been announced. There's no like full-on confirmed movies. Like there's like 1 or 2 that will probably be in Phase 4, but you know that's a good time to bring it in, and then you can do something cool like Avengers versus X-Men. They can do whatever they want, and who knows? It'll probably be an entirely new Avengers lineup by then as well. Power Rangers has to do well too, so there is another cinematic universe. I don't think Power Rangers needs to go the cinematic universe way. I think well, let's ask the question: what is a cinematic universe and say a trilogy? You do an end credit scene, everyone assumes that you're doing a cinematic universe these days. I think Power Rangers can be a trilogy, and then you know do a different story. The Power Rangers is not something that relies on a cinematic universe, and there's enough stuff behind it that they can do how many films they want. But like I said, you do 3 films now, everyone thinks that it needs a cinematic universe. So Transformers, there's a lot of lore and history to it, so maybe a cinematic universe is good for that, but I'm not sure about this massive Hasbro cinematic universe, like with G.I. Joe and Mask and all of those things all together. It's a bit not sure. Are you going to watch the Conor McGregor fight? No, I don't actually watch all that UFC stuff. No, I don't really watch any of that. Although someone I went to school with in junior school is one of those sorts of fighters, and I saw his fight a couple of months ago, and it was actually quite impressive. So good on him for doing that. I just don't want Disney to control so much of the superhero business that they're already. Well, to be fair, Disney, you know, their focus isn't just on Marvel stuff. That you know they've got Star Wars as well, which is a massive thing. You know, there's a Star Wars film coming out every year for the next 5 years. So Disney, there's going to be people at Disney that will want to produce amazing films, and there's people at Disney who will be looking at numbers and statistics, and those people will be eyeing up franchises. So. A bad Transformers movie can make over $1 billion. Well, this is this is it. I've said this numerous times on the streams. You make a Transformers movie, you're guaranteed 900 million minimum. If it does anything less, the executives at the top will see that as a failure. These films, because of the product placement, because of the locations, because of the cast, the vehicles, you can maybe put the vehicles in product placement. That draws in audiences. You have the fans, that draws in audiences, and then you just have the people who will go, I fancy watching a movie this Saturday. What do you want to go see? Oh, there's a new Transformers film out. Oh yeah, they're all right. Yeah, well, let's go see them. Okay, that's you know that's how it goes. So, what is a good Transformers movie? What's the bad one? You know, I love the first one. I think the first one is the best. People don't like it. I thought Transformers: Dark of the Moon was a very good movie as well. You know, people don't like that. I thought Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen wasn't as bad, but as people say, it's not great, but it's not as bad as people say. I think Age of Extinction is actually the worst. I'm going to ask you guys a question. Which is the worst Transformers movie? Is it Age of Extinction or Revenge of the Fallen? Because they're both not great. They're both not great. But I think Age of Extinction is the worst. The worst. Because the Dinobots deserve more screen time. And the writing was all over the place. God damn you, Evan Kruger. I'm so glad he's out of the Transformers movies now. I'm so happy. TFIs, how you doing, man? How are you? I don't know why I prolonged that how. How you doing, man? How's your weekend going? I mean, story-wise, I thought Transformers 1 has the best story. I mean, Transformers: Dark of the Moon has a good story, but it's also quite a simple story. Whereas Transformers One had to introduce everything on top of a new story, and it was a new start as well. So I think Transformers One was a good movie because it had a lot of characters in as well. You know, they had the kids, they had the soldiers, they had Sector 7, they had the hackers, they had the guys at at Sector 7, they had the FBI, the Pentagon, the president. You know, there's a lot of characters in the film, so I think they balanced the whole film very well. Actually, I think I might have to watch the first Transformers movie again. Do you guys know? I've got another question for you guys. Do you think? I don't know if any of you might have noticed, but when you hear Optimus Prime talk in, well, Transformers 1, and then especially like Transformers 2 or Dark of the Moon, when you hear Optimus Prime talk, does it sound completely different to you? Because when I hear in the arrival to Earth scene, and then Optimus Prime says, it sounds like he's talking through a microphone like this. So like the microphone, you can understand what he's saying, but it sounds like he's talking just with something maybe blocking it. So you can hear it, but it's not clear. And then in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, especially Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon, he talks like this because it's clearer now and stuff. I don't know if anyone noticed that. I always notice it. Like it's not something that annoys me. I just think it might have been change of time or something, like with technology or microphones or something like that. So, I'm doing great. What about you? Yeah, I'm doing very good. Thank you, TF we've only got 10 minutes left of the stream, which sucks. How's everyone's drawings going as well? Because I know we've got a few artists in the old subscribers. So let me know how all of your drawings are going. Not just UTF-Rs. I mean, it is an Iron Man of. Sorry, yes. Yeah, it's an Iron Man. It's, you guys know. Look, I have geeky t-shirts. This is one of them. I got a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt upstairs. It's amazing. You might have seen it in that Flash video, by the way. But yeah, this is. Let me just put it up. Yeah, so you've got Ape, Caveman, guy before Caveman, or after Caveman, and there's Samurai apparently because he has a sword, and then Robert Downey Jr., Mark 1, and then Mark 2. Mark 3, isn't it? I think. Yeah, I think it's Mark 3. Yeah, because Rhodey took the Mark 2 suit, didn't he? So yeah. It's definitely it's different, especially with Age of Extinction in the first one. Yeah, the voice is a bit different. I think Michael Bay told Peter can take the robot or human part out of his voice system. I just feel like they added something to make the voice sound like more robots, and then it just sounded more hate. If I had to describe it, the voice in Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon, especially Dark of the Moon, it sounded more. I know they've got better like speaker technology, or you know when you're in the cinema, but it sounded like very HD sound. Like I don't know. So I know that, but since you asked, my drawing is going slow, but good stuff. Good to hear. Watching the stream on my phone and my computer. That's like Benception. Now, if I watch the stream on my phone, that is actually Benception. I need another viewer on the stream. This is going to be weird. Yeah, I saw that as well. I love Peter Cullen. I really want to meet Peter Cullen. That's like meeting Stan Lee for me. Hey, it's me on a phone. It'd be funny if I got like a copyright thing for streaming myself to myself on the phone. So Ben, I'm talking to you in the stream. Say hello, Ben. Hello, Ben. So Ben, I'm talking to you in the stream. Say hello, Ben. Hello, Ben. I don't know why it's. I don't. Oh no, it's the picture froze, and I was just in this position like that. Oh, what's going on? I need to have a shave as well. Hi Ben in the past. Well, I mean, hi Ben in the future or whatever. I need to have a shave as well. Hi Ben in the past. Well, I mean, hi Ben in the future or whatever. Oh look, he's got a phone in his phone as well. So if I show the phone showing the screen, then that's going to be showing the stream in the stream. Benception, drop the mic. Ah! Pain, the pain, the pain. Ah! There we go. Get it off. There we go. Right, that was all very dramatic. Drawing is going good. I made a meme about TF5 today. Post it to the page. Simeon, hello, man. We're up to 7 viewers. There's only 8 minutes left. I'm just watching the Formula One. Because why not? Lewis Hamilton needs to like win everything now because if Rosberg can't win, we can't let Rosberg win. I also have a Lewis Hamilton t-shirt. You guys last week saw the Reverse Flash t-shirt. That's it really. No one is talking in the comment section, so I'm making up a song to break the awkward silence. I don't really know what to talk about. Excited for the teaser trailer for Transformers 5. Yes, I am, and yes, I did. Yeah, it's been rated, and it's been given a time as well, so it's going to be quite a lengthy trailer. This will be the teaser trailer, so don't expect massive action. Don't expect a lot of robot action. Expect a synopsis to explain what the story is going to be about, and maybe 1 or 2 clips of robot action. You'll see a lot of driving. You'll see a lot of humans, and you'll see a lot of night stuff probably, and like night fights, and you'll see a lot of like Bumblebee driving or Barricade driving. I suspect you'll see a lot of the London chase scene. What you won't see a lot is CGI robot action, because they're still working on it. You will see some, hopefully. I hope we can see some robot. I'd love to see Hot Rod, or Optimus Prime or something like that, or Barricade would be pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see. Don't, like I said though, don't expect too much on the front for the CG, but expect good. Like the car chase stuff would be amazing. I can't wait to see that. Nice haircut, man. Oh, new haircut. Nice, man. Thank you very much, Simeon. I had to get the rest of the subscribers. I had to tell them about it, and then I started getting the compliments. So you know, I'm joking. I'm joking. So thank you very much. It means a lot because my hair means a lot. I'm gonna slow-mo punch myself in a minute. I'm going to Facebook now. I'm just gonna do a slow-mo punch while it's loading. I don't know why I did that. Right, I'm doing a reaction to this meme. How Transformers 5 is going to end. That's quite good. I like the little Autobot logo as well on his chest, and he's got the robot hand as well. So that's yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be weird if it did though? That's the thing. I don't know. I just saw the flash clips you made. They look great. Oh, thank you very much, Duckin. Yeah, that's kind of like my passion project stuff. That's stuff that I do in my spare time. I don't get paid for it. No one's asked me to do it. It's just something that I'm doing for because I love doing that stuff. You know, I took the whole VFX stuff in college. So you know, it's right up my alley in terms of doing that. I really enjoy doing it. It's hard work. It's tedious. It's a lot of like, it's more editing and doing stuff like that than actually shooting the actual thing. But I just come across a new technique of doing that sort of thing. And I've effectively merged two techniques because I came across the merge for adding the actual lightning, but then you know, merge that with how to do super speed better. And it's a really simple way, and it makes. I've tried filming super speed so much in the past 2 years, and it's always been good but not great. But it involved a lot of running, so I'd go to a location and I'd run, and by the end of the shoot I was tired. Whereas this new technique, I literally have to stand. For example, my lounge here, I stand here, stand still, camera's rolling, stand still, walk there, stand still, walk there, stand still. Now I get those 3 standstills as frames, and then I do my editing trickery to them, and that's it. I'm woof, like that, and that's great. And then obviously I add my lightning on top, and the good thing is that I came, you know, I've only just sort of really got good at doing the lightning edition. So now I'm in the position where I can now have a bit of trickery with the lightning. Like I was changing the colors on it and stuff, and you know, and stuff like that. So like now I can maybe like reverse flash or you know, zoom, and like in the second one I did, I actually had blue lightning. You know, I made blue lightning, and it was really cool. And that wasn't to do with zoom. That was just to do with what I was wearing. I was wearing a blue shirt, and I thought, oh, we'll do some blue lightning, and that's really cool. Like we can like maybe like green lightning or something. You know, the show itself has actually done blue lightning, red lightning, and like that orangey yellow gold lightning, obviously for the flash. So to maybe have a bit of a trick, maybe do some pink lightning or some sky blue or green or purple or maybe black if that's possible, maybe white. So yeah, we can have a bit of a play around with that, but that's really cool, and that's something that I'm looking to experiment with now. But it's very good, and I'm loving doing it. Like I said, it's a lot of tedious work. It's hard, and you know, and all that. But you know, I love doing it, and I'm glad that you guys like them as well. I bet they show the knights and then just tease for the dragon with the title. Yeah, it's not going to be much. It's going to do what they designed to, and that's tease you. Probably should stop the stream on my phone. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen your flash shorts. Oh, thank you very much, CFIs as well. Yeah, that would. Yeah, that's very good. Thank you. Yeah, I intend to make a lot more. It would be awesome if the opening of the trailer was Optimus landing and Christopher Bumblebee. Yeah, I think we might see Optimus. If they've already made that CG render for him, I think we might see Optimus Prime. Hopefully. What software did you use for the 3D model of Optimus? Oh, that picture. I did that in college like 5 years ago. That was in a program called 3ds Max. I'd probably still be using that as well, but my laptop at the time that had that program, they gave us the program at college. Obviously, we had to do our coursework at home, and my laptop after college went to crap, and I ended up losing the program, which really sucked. I was really good about that because I loved that program, and I'd probably still be doing my 3D stuff as well to the day. Trish Jarin says CGDVGB. You should do a tutorial for it. There are a lot of different techniques for it. The first one was the best, simple and sleek, and that sound effect was cool. They can just use. Yeah, well, that's a good point as well, TF Nerd, on the Age of Extinction model. Yes, they don't really have to do much. Obviously, they have to do new stuff. They can't just give us recycled footage, but yeah, they've already got it made. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, the second one was if I put out a short, it's because it's a new thing that I've tried. I've not just made it for the sake of making it. The first one was my first crack at doing that, and the sound was actually like, you know, those spirit levels, and it's just those yellow bars that you make sure things are flat, and it has the little bubble inside, and it was just, I swung that, and that's the noise I had, and it was a really good noise to make. So, but now I've managed to get hold of the actual, like, the sound that, or something similar to the sound that they use in the TV show, so I'll probably use that. You know, in the second one, that was me trying to test out if I could use the loop, like the, and do like a cyclone, which was very good. I was very happy with that. You know, I might look into maybe if I can make like a tornado effect, that would be really cool. And you know, there was the what's it called, the reverse flash thing that I did as well. You know, the reverse flash, like the, you know, you guys know how the reverse flash comes into scenes. He comes in, he's like that, to hide his identity. So that was me having a crack at that. That was also a new technique on top of everything else. You know, then I changed the color of the lightning in both of those shots, and that's it really. So yeah, so like I said, I won't make things just for the sake of making it. There'll always be a reason. But I'm having a lot of fun making the flash stuff, and I've got a couple of ideas in terms of stuff to do. I've got a couple of ideas. My brother has a YouTube channel, so I might collab with him to make something for his channel. I made a lightsaber fight between me and him for his channel, and it was very good. I mean, it had like funny moments, but it was like comedically funny. It wasn't funny because it was trying to be funny. It was funny because it was a little bit bad. So yeah, so we'll see how that one goes. But I need to pitch that idea to him actually. But that would be pretty cool if we could both be speedsters. Which Optimus design do you like more? I prefer the first three movies from the original Optimus. I prefer that. The window chests and six pack. I mean, Transformers Dark of the Moon, I think, is his definitive design because he had like that 6-pack one, but I like it all. By the way, on the subject of The Flash, what do you think about season 3 so far? I love it. We're up to episode 3 in the UK at the minute, so no spoilers. We just had the Magenta episode. But yeah, it's very good. I really like it. I love The Flash. It's like my favorite TV show. Can you tell? Yeah, it's very good. Flashpoint surprised me. I won't spoil anything, but it surprised me. But yeah, it's a very good it's a very good show. It's a very good show. If you don't watch it, why not? The 4-part cross. I tell you what, Arrow. A special shout out for Arrow this season. Arrow is amazing this season. Arrow is so bloody good. I feel like I've got my old Arrow back from season 1 and 2. It's so good. Like I'm actually looking forward to Arrow each week now. Like, and I was watching season 4, and I was like, oh, I've got to watch. Arrow's on. I better watch it, but I don't really want to. And now I'm like, every Wednesday, I'm like, oh, Arrow's on tonight. Yes, come on. So I love Arrow. Arrow is back to its best. The new vigilantes are amazing. I love Ragman, Mr. Terrific, Artemis, Wild Dog, and like even Oliver, like as Green Arrow, he's back to his best. And if anyone watches Arrow, let me know what you think about what I'm about to say. Because season 4 was not good. It had some great moments, but it was not great. Everyone knows that Green Arrow is a comedic character in the comics and cartoons and stuff. Green Arrow is a hijink character. He's very perky. He's comedic. He makes jokes. He's sarcastic. And obviously, the Arrow that everyone loved about season 1 and 2 was the dark. He killed people and stuff. And then season 4, they tried to capture a bit of the high, the nice tone. And they gave him this different suit with the sleeves losing, or losing the sleeves and stuff like that. But I felt, despite the lighter tone, which Green Arrow is in the comics and stuff, despite the lighter tone, I feel the show is actually better when it takes Arrow darker. The fact that it's like a almost hypocrisy that Green Arrow is a comedic character and a light toned character, and yet the show is better when it's a dark tone. And I think that's why it prevails in season 5, because he's killing again. He's got this new team, which is great. So they've toned down the Felicity character way better as well. And overall, it's a much better show. And the big baddie, they're taking a cue from like what the Flash did with like Zoom, where they're trying to like keep it under wraps as well. So I think season 5 is well on par for being one of the better seasons of Arrow. I don't think it'll be as good as season 2, but I think it'll be just behind or just better than season 1, which is still an amazing thing. So really loving Arrow. I only just started watching Legends last couple of weeks. That's just fun. It's not the best, but I love it anyway. And Supergirl as well is had a really strong start. The Superman episodes were amazing. And yeah, it's a great show, Supergirl as well. I didn't get to see Luke Cage. I've not got Netflix, so I will see it at some point. No spoilers in the comments. I saw season 1 of Daredevil. That's really good. Like, that's amazing stuff. So yeah. Right, guys, it's 10:10. You've had an extra 10 minutes. Well, you've actually had an extra 15 minutes of it because I started the stream early as well. So I'm gonna probably go and grab a shower. Little unknown fact. Finishing. We started on the hair. I'm gonna finish with the hair. What I do when I have a haircut, I get home and I shower because I don't like the dead hair on me. You know, it gets on your clothes, you itch and stuff like that. I get in, I shower and get all the dead hair out, and then I style it how I like. Now, regardless of the fact that they put product in it all the time as well, I just wash it straight out. But I was so chuffed with how my hair was today, especially when I got back and I kind of did my, because the hairdresser that I go to, she just always kind of puts it back and it looks not great. So when I got home, I just did my own thing with it, and I love it now. And I've not actually washed anything. This hair has been the same since I got it cut earlier, which I love. So that's probably what I'm going to do after the stream. I'm going to go and wash it all out, and we'll go from there. But I might try and get hold of some like products of that. I don't know if you guys know any of this, but she put my head back, and she had like this white powder, and she put it like right there, and then she worked it through. So I might try and get hold of some of that. I think it's like it gives you hair volume or something. So I might try and get hold of that. So yeah, but I'm going to call it a wrap. But just before I do, I'm going to just let you know what we've got planned throughout the week. Like I said, I'm going to hopefully try and get working on more Flash stuff. If you guys have any ideas, I'd love to like maybe do something for my channel. So if you guys have any ideas, you know, because the stuff that I've been uploading to Facebook, my page, is just stuff that I've made and I've worked on and I want to show off. That's it. It's got no relevance to anything apart from the fact that I'm proud that I managed to do that. So and there's a lot that goes into it as well. It's not just me standing in a place, moving it, and then adding a lightning. You have to add the shake when I enter the thing. You have to add lens dirt as well. There's a lot that goes into making it. So there's a reason why I show it off. I'd love to make something for the channel, but obviously we're a Transformers focused channel, so maybe we can work around something like that. Maybe. How about that? That'd be pretty cool. What if I was to like get like an aerial shot of something and I was like running really fast and I actually embedded in like the Autobot insignia? That'd be pretty cool. I might do that. So yeah. All right, guys. Simeon's off, so I think I'm going to probably go as well. Simeon, have a good week, man. Like I said, what to look forward to. Expect some news about the trailer this week. If any news actually does come out about the trailer, I will actually make a video about that. I will actually make an update for it. Expect a trailer reaction when that does actually come out. Expect a trailer reaction for sure. We're definitely doing a trailer reaction. And that's probably it. That's probably it. What do I think about the spin-off movie? They're looking for a director, so I just hope that it's not Jonathan Liebesman, who I worry that it genuinely might be. He directed the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, which I think really sucks. I really think that sucks that the first movie was not very good, and the Turtles were secondary characters. And then the second movie, where they throw in Krang, Casey Jones, Bebop and Rocksteady, they focus on the Turtles, they focus on Splinter. Shredder kind of took a back seat, but they were still in there. They had the Technodrome, and that film doesn't do as well, and they won't make a third one. That annoys me. That the first film was not great, and it had a second film confirmed before it even hit theaters, and then the second film throws all your childhood into what I thought was a pretty fun, decent movie. I know it wasn't the best film, but I loved that film so much. I enjoyed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows more than Independence Day Resurgence. I enjoyed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows more than Batman vs Superman. I enjoyed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows more than Suicide Squad. And that film don't get a third. Just when we've got a good universe to go off. They took Baxter Stockman off. I thought they were going to turn him into a fly for the third movie. Oh, gutted. Real gutted about it. It's heartbreaking. It's really. Oh, I really felt like they nailed the Turtles as well, because the guy, Pete, whatever his name is, who did the mocap for Leonardo, he did the mocap in the first film, but Johnny Knoxville did the voice, which I didn't like at all. He did, Pete, what's his name, did the voice for Leonardo in the second film, and I thought that was perfect. I felt like they nailed the Turtles. I felt they looked more like Turtles, and they don't get a third film. Unbelievable. Splinter was less of a dick in the second film as well. They put Megan O'Neill on the back foot as well. She wasn't even a main character. Oh. And I was thinking with Stephen Amell, who I love greatly, that we were seeing the start of Bebop, that we were seeing the origins of Casey Jones, that maybe in the next film he might have long hair. But no, we don't get another film. So it's a shame. I hope somehow a third film can come out. Bebop and Rocksteady were perfect. It's what gets my nerves up. It's like you had so many people going, oh, finally, we get Bebop and Rocksteady on the big screen, and then nobody goes and sees it. Anyway, guys. Oh, by the way, just a little bit on Casey Jones. In Arrow's recent episode, they have a vigilante in Arrow's team who wears a hockey mask, and one of the team members says to him, like, why do you? I don't. It seems kind of lame that you run around in a hockey mask. And Stephen Amell goes, no, I think it's pretty cool, actually. Love it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end on that. You guys have a very good rest of the weekend. Like I said, expect probably a video in the week if any trailer news comes out. If the trailer does come out, expect a reaction. So you guys have a very good week. Whatever you get up to, and I hopefully my hair will be as good as it is next week. Take it easy, guys. Have a good weekend and the rest of the week. See you guys. Bye.